We are still at the 12 Apostles Hotel, joined here by the candidate chef for 2013 Cape Legends Inter-Hotel Challenge, O.Ndlovu, and Asanda Pubaso being the candidate chef for the 2014 leg of the race. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you, Charmaine.
Now, I'm going to start with you, Oscar. Obviously, having walked this walk and obviously understanding what the journey is, or the journey ahead for Asanda is going to be. Any words of wisdom, just to start with? What can he expect?
It's quite challenging. When I started, I was a bit nervous, but I have a good teamwork with my kitchen team and my executive chef, Crystal. He made me very brave to go out for a competition. Yeah, and he gave me some strong words, like each and every time when I came for my practice, he just said, Oscar, remember what you put is what you get. And I kept those words, and then I think that's what I get on the final.
Wonderful. Now, before we talk food and talk shop, can we just go through generally, who is Oscar, where do you come from, and how did you end up in the kitchen at 12 Apostles?
I'm O.Ndlovu from Ngoma in KZN. Yeah, it was a bad situation for me, I can say, when I grew up. And then one day I realized when I was grown up, I just went out looking for a job. I just get to the other kitchen at bigger restaurant and I just asked for a job. They said, what can you do? I said, no, I just want a job. They gave me a job as a cleaner, as a scullery. So then I started, and it then happened one day when they ran out of the chefs. One of the chefs didn't pitch. So they asked me if I can cook. I said, no, I can, let me try. Then that day changed the rest of my life. Then I worked at Pigalle for like 2 years as a chef. And one of the chefs I was working with at Pigalle, he just realized that I've got something good side of being a chef. And he then organized me a job here at 12 Apostles.
Wonderful. A true story in terms of the fact that you're not always going to be defined by your circumstances. Now, talking to you, Asanda, current candidate chef for the 2014 leg of the Cape Legends Inter-Hotel Challenge. Now, a little story with regards to you. Where do you come from in terms of chefing?
Yeah, I started 2008. Yeah, I started 2008 December. My brother brought me here. My brother is also working here. He brought me here. There was a space in the scullery, so he brought me here. Firstly, I was in the scullery also. I didn't go to school. I only go to school after I was in the kitchen already. So it all started like that. I remember I was doing scullery stuff. Sometimes I was all around actually in the kitchen. But you know, when you're working with good people, they always pick up who you are. They always check your pace, all about the pace. If you told this, if you can go to the store and get that, no, it's easy to be noted that, okay, it's capable of doing this and this. I think they know that to me. So they put me in the kitchen. I was in the kitchen, I think 2010, when I started in the kitchen as a trainee. I was doing breakfast, I did my thing there. 2011, Chef Enrico came in the kitchen. He sent me to school for a certificate, and I made my certificate and I passed. Later on, Chef Crystal became the executive chef, and then he sent us both for our diploma at Chef Academy School.
Yeah.
So it all started, you know, I started from the scullery, so everything went there until now. I heard that I'm going for competition again. I was a bit nervous, but I'm willing to do.
Wonderful. Now, would you say that cooking is part of, who you are, or is it something that you've only picked up with your exposure or experience within the kitchen?
Honestly speaking, it wasn't something that I grew up thinking I would be, you know, but ever since I became in the kitchen with 12-18, I fell in love with it. And now so far, it's the only thing that I can do so far, you know, career-wise and other things, yeah.
Great stuff. Now, Oscar, having been obviously taken second prize in your candidate chef in the Inter-Hotel 2013 leg of the race, what can you say that has actually helped you in achieving? Where did that put you? And fast forward to 2014, what can we expect for you going forward?
I think for now, I have a bit experience on how competitions goes. That was my first competition ever. So I get a lot of advices from my chef and the kitchen members. And I think that's how I get the second prize.
Mm.
Yeah.
And what are you doing in terms of studies or development? Obviously, Cape Legends, the whole Inter-Hotel Challenge is about skills development, is about, obviously a hand up and not necessarily a hand out. So what can we expect from O.Ndlovu going forward? Where do you see yourself? Obviously, it is a learning curve, or it's a continuous journey to better yourself. What can we expect from you in that regard?
I think that from now on, since I started on that competition, I'll jump on each and every competition just came on. Because I realize now cooking is it's a part of my life.
And what would be your best dish that nobody can actually compete against you in that?
Pork belly.
Now I wish I could actually have some pork belly. And for you, Asanda, what is your best dish?
My best dish would be pogi, the springbok.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I love
venison
it. Yeah,
man.
I love the way the dish, the way Chef Christo came up with it is a very wonderful dish to eat. Yeah.
And what do you add to it that would make it your signature style venison as such, that you would actually add in that perhaps your executive chef has not necessarily added to?
On the dish?
Yes.
There's a lot of things we can change. We can even add some purees, because almost each and every dish that we have has certain purees. We can always play around, maybe take out some onions, take out off some beetroot, maybe put on some potatoes. It always come around. You can always do something with the dish. You can always change it, but still look the same. But you can play around with protein and purees and garnish. But there's a lot you can do. There's a lot. I can still plate it, and Oscar can still plate it in his different way, but he can still suit the dish again.
Now, I said to the wine steward earlier on, Brian Mahlangu, that I'm moving into the 12 Apostles. Okay. I still repeat, it will be very difficult to get rid of me. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay, thank you.
Enjoy yours too.